Finally, the new Planet of the Apes movie has arrived, bringing us an impressive story. But what happened in the end? How does it all connect with Caesar? These are questions we're going to answer. Today we'll analyze Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, review its ending, and speculate about the future of the saga. Ready? Let's go! The movie is set 300 years after Caesar's death. The new protagonist is an ape named Noah. He belongs to the Eagle clan. These apes know nothing about Caesar. They only live peacefully in nature. But everything changes when one day, they are invaded by a group of apes armed with human technology. Everyone is captured and turned into slaves, except for Noah, who now must save his family. Along the way, he meets Raka, an ape who follows Caesar's teachings, and May, an intelligent human who is different from the others. The antagonist of the film is Proximus Caesar, an ape who has created an empire through violence and has enslaved his own kind. He proclaims himself the new Caesar, but has distorted his teachings to suit his power-hungry agenda. His goal is to open a large bunker that humans abandoned long ago. Inside are many weapons and technologies that could lead the apes to a new era of evolution. Faced with this situation, Noah and May join forces to stop him. He wants to free his people, and she wants to prevent the apes from obtaining those weapons. This is the synopsis of the story. Now let's move on to the ending. The movie ends with our heroes facing off against Proximus, and with the bunker open. Faced with the situation, May betrays Noah and abandons him to destroy the bunker. This causes a flood that kills many apes. But despite that, Noah survives and defeats Proximus. The film ends with the apes returning home, but nothing is the same anymore. Initially, Noah came to appreciate May. Raka's teachings made him trust her. However, May betrayed that trust and proved Proximus right. Humans lie and will not stop until they regain control of the world. She had logical intentions. She wanted to prevent Proximus from getting the weapons, but she didn't care about sacrificing Noah and his people's lives to achieve it. In this scene, Noah says goodbye to May, and we see that she has a hidden gun on her back. She knows she lied to Caesar, and he no longer believes her. That's why she carries a gun to take him out if things go south. This is the true face of May. She never trusted the apes and lied to us the whole time. This gun scene is the perfect representation of her character. Throughout the movie, we saw her as someone weak, but deep down, she always hid abilities to kill and defend herself when betrayed. Finally, May doesn't use the gun since Caesar shows kindness to her despite everything. Noah gives her Raka's collar, which represents Caesar. Caesar's love for humans still exists in Noah thanks to Raka. These characters don't know it, but the symbol on the collar represents the window of Caesar's room when he lived with Will, his owner from the 2011 movie. This symbol has been passed down through generations and represents the bond between humans and apes, that beautiful moment when an ape and a human lived happily. Continuing with the movie, we finally see where May comes from. As we see, she lied. She didn't come from a village that was attacked, but she's a soldier living hidden with more advanced humans. They managed to survive the virus and are preparing to reclaim control of the Earth. The disc that May brought them is just a tool to reactivate communication satellites and thus be able to contact other humans on the planet. The final scene with the antennas can mean many things. First, the obvious. These antennas serve humans to communicate with other human bases around the Earth. That will allow them to organize better for the future and become more powerful. However, the scene has another quite interesting interpretation. If we look, the movie ends with the antennas pointing towards the sky, with May also looking upwards, and with Noah using the telescope to look at the stars. How interesting. Everyone is looking towards space. To me, this is a symbol that the saga will finally use the resource of astronauts lost in space. In the original 70s movies, the plot was about how astronauts traveled to the future in a spaceship and arrived at the planet of the apes, which turned out to be Earth far in the future. Those movies don't connect with this new saga. However, the first movie of this new saga, the one that came out in 2011, did suggest that astronauts got lost in outer space. That came out in a newspaper in a very short scene. Matt Reeves' trilogy also planted this idea with its 2011 movie. But in none of the other movies did they mention the astronauts again. With all that context, I see this scene with everyone looking at space, with communication antennas and stars. And seriously, I can't think of anything else than Taylor and the space astronauts. I think it's very possible that they will use this antenna resource to show us how in the next movie, the astronauts communicate with Earth. And what will we see in the next Planet of the Apes movie? The entire movie suggests that in the future, we will see a war between two factions. The humans with Mia alongside other intelligent humans, and the apes with Noah at the helm. The interesting thing is that at the end of the movie, Noah is shown eager to learn more about the past. He wants to know how the world was, And like Proximus, he now distrusts humans. He might want to wipe out people once and for all. However, he won't do it thanks to Raka leaving Caesar's teachings, strength, courage, but also mercy. And what about the post-credits scene? In it, we only hear the breathing of an ape. They don't show us who it is, but I believe they're telling us that someone survived. It could have been Proximus or maybe Raka. Both characters died, but we never saw the body of either. I lean more towards Raka. This character was extremely interesting and was presented to us as a knower of Caesar's history. Really the last one standing. Without him, Caesar's story has been completely lost, and for the saga to remain connected to Caesar, he should return. Raka's return would make sense, as he would be too important for Noah's development. Remember that Noah ended up as the new leader of the apes, and after May's betrayal, he has lost much of his faith in humans. Raka could serve in an upcoming movie for Noah to refocus and not succumb to darkness, preventing Noah from becoming a new tyrant like Proximus. Furthermore, Raka's character itself is very interesting and charismatic to have disappeared so simply. I mean, he went away in a stream of water and that's it. I really doubt that was the plan. Raka has to come back. To conclude, let's remember that this new Planet of the Apes trilogy is no longer directed by the previous director, Matt Reeves. The movie is connected to that trilogy, but the director is new, and that could bring many changes to the saga. Matt Reeves' directed movies stood out for their strong realism, but it was because Reeves has always liked realism in his stories. He did it with the Apes, and repeated it with Batman. The director of the new trilogy is Wes Ball, who has directed movies like Maze Runner, more science fiction fantasy stories. So I'm sure that in this new trilogy, we'll see more strange and exaggerated elements, such as the plot of astronauts in space, and perhaps time travel. But well, that's all I can say about the new Planet of the Apes movie. I hope you liked the video. If so, you would help me a lot by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also remember to subscribe, because I'll be uploading more videos of your favorite movies. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.